Welcome to the Middle-Aged Bros podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Nunu.
We're just two middle-aged dudes shooting the shit about custom cars and trucks.
Trying to help people through the custom car scene.
So welcome to episode 2 of the Middle-Aged Bros podcast. We're going to start off today talking about a couple of upcoming shows and events. Just some local stuff going on at first, and then Nunu's going to tell you about some out-of-town stuff. But Summit Racing is, most of you guys know that are around Middle Georgia, is right outside of McDonough. They have a Monday night cruise event every Monday night starting in April, goes through September, 6 to 8 every Monday night. It's different themes every week, which is really cool. But so for a lot of you hot rod guys, it's not just for the hot rod guys. They have different themes too, but for some of the newer cars and stuff like that. But really cool event to check out. Sometimes they have bands there. Just a cool time to hang out with some car guys. Also this Saturday at Fall Line Brewing Company in Macon, Georgia, they're having a Father's Day car show from 12 to 4. And then Saturday, June 22nd, is going to be a cool show. It's hosted by the Central Georgia Battle of the Streets. It's a little drag race and drive. These guys put on a race earlier this year where they started off here in town and they rode together all the way out to Reynolds to the drag strip. They did a bunch of racing and then came back. Michael Mayo puts this on. He does a really great job with that. These guys are handing out championship belts for each class they have. It's a really cool event. But anyways, on the 22nd at 6 p.m. on Russell Parkway, everybody's going to meet up at the Badcock. They're going to do a little, it's like a cruise-in type show with some drive-through judging, and the event's going to actually end with awards and everything at Sonic on Highway 96. So just a couple things, here local coming up over the next month. We'll try to, keep updating you guys as we get along. But
a couple out-of-town shows going on in the next few weeks. June 21st through the 22nd it's East Tennessee Showdown. It is in Piney Flats, Tennessee at the distillery there. So you can go and test, try different moonshines flavors, and they got like a slushy moonshine that you can try. It's open to anything, mini trucks, old cars, newer cars, imports. It's a little bit of everything there. It's a really cool place. I've been a couple years. That's a cool one. And then the next one that I want to tell you guys about is Southern Tradition. Waka Frank puts that one on. It's July the 12th through the 14th, and it's going to be in Canton, Georgia. It's at I'm not going to say the park right, but I want to say Etowah Park in Canton, Georgia. Really cool place. Big open field. It's open to everything as well. Bikes, mini trucks, cars, old cars, new cars. Just about anything that's got wheels on it, it's open to. So check both of those shows out. I know they're a little, if you're local, those are a little bit out of town, but cool place. Both places are really cool. Grab a hotel, Airbnb or something like that, and just enjoy the weekend out of town.
all right, so we got a little bit of business out of the way, man. What you been up to, dude? I hadn't seen you all week.
Yeah, been working on some stuff in the shop for some customers, trying to get a few things done. It's already getting hot outside, so it's like
hot.
Sweating in the shop. You know how it goes. What you been up to, man?
Man, just did a little work on the Buick. Finally got the alternator situation, I think, in a good position where I can actually drive the car without being worried about, battery being dead.
So it's charging good now?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Anybody that doesn't know, or even if you guys care or not, but for the longest, I've been fighting alternators in my Buick. Just swapping out, thinking this one's bad, that one's bad, changing batteries, hundreds of dollars worth of wasted time and effort. But I think I finally got it right this time. So I can go up there right now, crank that bad boy up, drive down the road, and not really worry about it.
Heck yeah.
Which is good, because it's been kind of a conflict for me driving the car a little more often than I should.
I know it's been
as much as I want.
I know it's been a real pain in the rear for you. I know you've been fighting issues with that thing for
quite a while.
Months now, probably.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. Awesome.
So what are you making for the customers, man? Tell everybody, I'm not sure if you guys know or not, but Nunu owns New J Fabrication, does some metal artwork, signs, and, knickknacks.
Yep.
Also fabrication stuff.
Cadillac hood prop I got to get done for a guy, and some Ford door props for another guy, so I got to get those done sometime this week. We're going to talk about projects that me and Jason have.
Just kind of give you a rundown of what we're working on, what we're trying to accomplish with what we're working on, and go from there.
What's on the back burner, what's on the front burner,
Yeah. Back burner's probably deeper than the front burner.
Most definitely at my house it is. So I guess I'll get started here. I got several trucks. I don't have but one car. I have a 1967 Chrysler 300 that's actually my wife's car. So I bought this car, it was probably 10 years ago, and I saw it on a Facebook Marketplace or even Craigslist, if y'all remember that. And I never saw one of these cars before, and I was looking for an electric 225 or whatever. Is what I was kind of in the sights for, but I saw this 300, and it's about the same size as a Cadillac.
Yeah,
Cadillac DeVille. It's a boat car, but I just had to have it. I had to go check it out, and it's a super solid car. My wife wants to put a little bit of her touch on it, but so I started off slamming it, and then started bagging the back of it. The back is about 90% done, and then the front it's got torsion bars, but not like a Mazda or a Toyota. It's really weird kind of setup up front. It's torsion bar, but so the front will have a custom airbag setup. The rear will have a custom airbag setup because they don't make any type of kits or anything. And then she wants to go with the fat white walls and steel wheels, and we'll probably paint the roof. It's the car is a green, but it has a white interior, and we'll probably paint the roof like a white color with some flake in it maybe. It'll be bagged with the roof, and the interior's solid, the engine's solid. I'm sure she'll want to add AC to it because who wants to drive in Georgia in the summertime,
especially with leather seats.
So that's the first that's the oldest thing I have. The next oldest thing I have is a 1975 Ford Courier. It's like a little Mazda. They made the Mazdas are probably a little bit more popular. It's bagged in the front, working on the rear now. Just want to set it up like a little shop truck style. White walls, like some Pinner white walls, steel wheels, bagged, maybe like a ratty looking bed floor. My logo's on the side of the doors, and do like maybe a ladder rack or roof. That's not a roof rack, but ladder rack, I guess is what you call it. And so the next project is my 1995 Isuzu pickup, which is my no regrets truck. I'll say that's what I call it. That's my truck that I'm running with no regrets with. It's bagged on 22-inch wheels. It's body dropped, so the body lays on the floor, or as you old hot rod guys call it, channeling. So the body lays on the floor, ground. It's got 22-inch KMC wheels on it, and the front end is a Honda Pilot front end, I believe it is.
Yeah, Pilot.
And so that truck will be real nice interior, custom sheet metal bed. I want to do the outside like a faux patina. It's already kind of there, but I want to do a little bit more style, like something. To me, that vision for that truck was to like, if today I found it like sitting in a field, but like it was built in the early or late 90s, early 2000s, that it was already body dropped on big wheels and stuff, but just had weathered, the sun had weathered it and everything. And then, obviously kind of refresh the interior and sheet metal bed. Nothing crazy paint or anything like that. I'd love to do something like that, but just I don't think the crazy paint's in the budget.
Yeah, most people's budget's not crazy paint.
Yeah, and painted stuff causes lots of stress.
Yeah.
The next truck I'm going to talk about is I got a '96 OBS Silverado, and it's really nice. It's got nice paint. It's my daily driver right now because my wife's having to drive my other truck. But anyway, it's the '96 is slammed. It's about probably 6.5 inch drop in the front, about 8 inches in the rear, sitting on some American Racing 20s. What I'd like to do for that truck is I want to redo. I just did the suspension, but eventually at some point I'd like to do coilovers front and rear. 4-link, probably some, I don't know, I haven't decided like 20s or 22s I want to do yet exactly, but it's OG. It's got like OG interior from like, this truck was bought early or brand new, and somebody started like customizing it, so the interior's kind of dated, which I kind of like, because I want it to be like a truck that you saw sitting at your high school, like some guy, like a senior at your if you graduated in 96, 97, 98, something like that, a guy was driving that truck, like something you would see sitting at the high school parking lot, at least look like, with the updated suspension and stuff like that. And then I also have a 1998 GMC 2500. It's not really a project. It is a beast of a truck that I love to death. It's I think it's got like 302,000 miles on it now. I just did some service to it over this weekend, and it's just going to maintain it. It goes to all the shows. I set up, I carry my booth with all my booth stuff in that truck, and it tows trailers and stuff like that. So it's not really it's still a project because it's an older truck you got to maintain, but it's not anything that I'm customizing. So that's the rundown of my 5 projects there.
And that's not even all the cars you own. That's the crazy part. Like you've got more trucks than that.
Yeah, I've got a couple more things that are just not really even on a back burner, if you will. So let's talk about yours, man.
Yep. Obviously, I don't have as many cars as Nunu, or trucks, I should say. Trucks and cars, whatever. I've just got a couple things. I've got my 63 Buick that it's not so much a project really for me anymore. It's in such a good spot. This is not a custom painted necessarily what some people would say is a show car. It's the car I take to shows. But there's dings and dents, there's rust in it. It's got a Poppy's Patina clear coat on it. But that's how I want the car to look. Like, I want it to be like somebody's grandma's car who, may have passed away and the thing's set in the driveway for a while, and you're the grandkid who finally got it and decided to fix it up a little bit. But it's got air ride all the way around, sitting on 20-inch white American Racing Smoothies. Just some little chrome cap in the middle, nothing fancy there. Didn't want to spend the extra time and effort to drill out the wheels. After I ordered them, I realized they weren't made for the dog dish type caps, and I'm too nervous to drill a hole in expensive wheels. So but the interior is all there minus the headliner. It's nice and clean, original interior. It's got enough room for 6 people. It's like an airplane flying over.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who knows? Anyway, we live near an Air Force base, so what do you expect? But yeah, so clean, super clean interior. Just a cool car to cruise in. The only thing I want to do left to it, 2 things. Eventually, is I'd like to put an LS motor in it down the road, but right now there's no reason to do that because the 350 is running good with the Holley fuel injection. Just had some work done, had that 700 R4 swapped in there, so it's a cruiser now. So yeah, I just want to put some air conditioner in that thing because my wife and my wife doesn't like riding in it because there's no heat and air. And living in Georgia, it's stupid hot in the summer. And not so much the cold. We can ride in it. Usually in the winter it's not so bad. My daughter doesn't care either way. She just wants to ride in Dad's car. She loves it. So the other thing I've got an 07 Silverado quad cab that's just kind of the beat around town truck. It's got some 22-inch transports on it. It's all black on black. I think we're going to lower that thing 5.7 drop on it just so it's not just factory looking with some wheels, I guess. And then the biggest thing I've got project-wise, it's actually a project, would be a 56 Chevy truck, big window 3100. That is a basket case at the moment. I've got a cab separated from doors, no frame. I've got pieces of a bed. I've got 2 bed sides in the front of the bed. No fender wells, nothing like that. But I do have an 05 GMC Yukon frame that I want to try to put it on, trying to figure out how to make that work at the moment. There's some companies out there that sell kits. They make a kit that's supposed to direct mount it, but the only videos I've seen are people that are like, almost like 4-wheel drive looking trucks. They're not, they look, not lowered, not bagged or anything like that. So try to do a little investigation with those guys. Hadn't heard back from them yet. So possibility that frame goes away and, we go a different route with it or whatever it may be. May go to a Camaro subframe and try to build something from off of that. Who knows? So that's where that's at. I've got all the air ride for it. If we go 6-lug with it, I've got some wheels for it. But I think it's going to be a slow, steady process. Just trying to save up money because, I think price in sheet metal, the pieces I need for sheet metal was somewhere around $3,000-4,000. And I've got an LS motor for it that needs probably another $1,500, $2,000 in it. And a transmission, brakes and all that from there. So, it's a complete long-term project. Like I said, not as many rides and projects going at one time as Nunu, but, still fun stuff to work on. All right, so we're going to, switch channels a little bit here and talk about our next charity event. We're going to do another cruise in for the Houston County Humane Society. We're still working out location. So if you will, keep an eye out on Facebook, and we'll have some flyers and updates for you guys coming up. But the tentative date right now is going to be August 10th. Be a Saturday evening, probably from
6 to 8.
6 to 8, something like that.
Something like that.
6 until whatever is usually what we do.
Right.
Don't want to pigeonhole it to a certain amount of time, but don't want to run it too long either because, people are going to come and go. And that's how we usually like it, for you guys to be able to come out. If you want to hang out for an hour, if you want to hang out for 3 hours, whatever, just come, hang out and check out what's going on and other cars and talk to the charity people and, kind of give them a chance to get some donations and stuff like that. So, again, we'll update as soon as we have a firm location. We're working with a couple places right now to see what we can do. We're thinking something... first time we did it at a burger joint, second time was a taco place. We're thinking maybe, since it's going to be hot outside, like an ice cream shop or something like that.
Yep. We just got to find the space, the good location and space for that. Yeah. But yeah, we're kind of thinking, and we'll also, I think Jason already said this, but we will have the ladies from the Humane Society out on location for donations. If you want to donate anything, it's not mandatory. It never is. But if you would like to bring something or donate money, they would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, they will be on site, just like the other couple times we've had the cruise in. So, but yeah, look forward to that, hearing about that. Follow us on Facebook because that's where the updates are going to be, or follow us on the podcast here. Mm-hmm. We'll definitely update it here as well. So the cruise, or the charity cruise in, that's coming up, or that'll be the 10th of August. Anything, what else is happening? I think somebody always tells me there's like, oh, there's stuff going on, something going on the first, second, and third Saturday of every month, but I just can't remember it. I think you guys have a cruise in on the third Saturday or third Friday, right?
Yeah, so every third Friday in Perry. Right now it's at the Dairy Queen parking lot, kind of next door to Dairy Queen. But that's Friday night, every third Friday from 5 to 8. And usually by 8 o'clock, everybody's starting to head out. So, it's usually a pretty good gathering, though. Good group of guys to talk with, shoot the breeze with. Very relaxed, laid back. It's not anything. There's no judging, no car. It's not like a car show. It's more of just a come cruise and hang out type thing, which is really cool. And then I know every first Saturday that the Peach Outlet in Byron,
that's their cruise in.
They have a cruise in. It's been going on for, good God, 20, 30 years now. I mean, it's as long as I can remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all used to do the cruise in at the soda shop.
Yeah.
Is the soda shop back open now?
It is. The soda shop is back open. For anybody that knows that we used to do it at Schultz's old-fashioned ice cream shop, I think is what it was called. And those guys sold it. And the new owners made some changes, kind of fixed up the building a little bit because it was, old and dated, I guess. But it had that 50s soda shop vibe, which was really cool.
Man, I know they got some good hamburgers there.
Yeah, man,
hopefully they haven't changed the menu much.
Well, I heard they changed it a little bit, but nothing, they still got the main staples, the good hamburgers, hot dogs, ice cream, obviously. I think the place is called Pee-wee's now.
Pee-wee's, okay.
But either way, yeah, local business for local folks. If you hadn't heard about it, the soda shop in Perry, super cool place to go eat, good food. Expect a little bit of a wait because they don't have a huge staff and huge kitchen, but kitchen's like the size of a hotel shower.
Yeah.
If you're ever in the area, definitely worth a check out. Downtown Perry's got some really cool stuff. Food, restaurant wise, coffee shop, stuff like that. A lot of cool local business stuff there.
All right, y'all, we're going to switch subjects a little bit and talk about a couple of things. We're going to have a YouTube channel to kind of complement or to go with the podcast here. And we'll probably do some episodes of the podcast as videos as well. I don't know if we'll do every one of them as videos, but we'll do some. And we're going to have some interview type, just being at car shows, and if we think a car is really cool, hopefully maybe you guys will take a few minutes and talk to us about it, get a little interview, find out about your vehicle that you have at the car show, and we'll probably do some video stuff of mine and my truck and Jason's car on the YouTube channel, or rolling video and some fun stuff that we kind of want to do anyway, and we'll put it on the YouTube channel. Anything else?
So like Nunu said, just something YouTube channel wise to complement the podcast. Like to interview and talk to as many of you guys as we can, get you just a little short interview, some footage of your vehicle, you telling us about it, what you've done to it, what it is, what got you into cars, maybe maybe a little bit of rolling footage of that too, just to help let people see what's going on around, what you've got working, what's in the scene that they may or may not have ever seen before. And obviously that's not going to go for everything we see, but we're going to try to do some of that for the YouTube channel, and like I said, just put that content out for you guys. So anything custom automotive related is what we're looking for. So that's really it, man. I know we're talks down the road, looking to have a few people on the podcast just to try to introduce some folks and just have more fun stuff to do. It's always cool to have cool people to talk with us, because we can shoot the shit for days and bore the hell out of you guys, but
right.
Having some other people on might be a little more entertaining. And we're going to work down that list. We've got a few people we've already talked with and, want to get on the show down the road, but we want to also get a couple episodes under our belt. But a big one we want to try to work out here soon, maybe episode 3 or 4, is some of the crew from the Humane Society. We want to get those guys on here since we're working with them directly right now as our chosen charity. We want to get, maybe one of them to come on and just kind of tell people about the Humane Society and what they do. For most, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what they do, but just a little brief explanation of who they are, what they do, and the kind of stuff they're looking for, be it help or donations or any of that stuff. So I think that'd just be a cool idea. But again, that's down the road. So we're still kind of in the testing phase of our podcast. We've had some really good feedback from a bunch of guys and gals, friends of ours, and just people we've heard back from once we started posting up that our first episode was up. So that's a positive thing. We're going to try to keep it pretty laid back. We're not going to get too corporate or anything crazy with this. Not going to introduce 150 sponsors per episode or none of that mess. No commercial breaks, if you will.
Yeah. Thank you guys that are listening or have listened. We had some good feedback, like Jason said. Had some some feedback that of some things that we could try to do a little bit better. Yeah. So we're trying to work on those things. If you guys just bear with us, please. Yeah,
we're still trying to work out the studio space and eliminate some of this background noise and
trying to get this audio better, which I feel like it's pretty good right now, but just try to get it, make it a little bit better to where it's, like Jason said, the background noise or whatever is going on, kind of mellow that out or tone that out, if you will.
Right. I mean, we're no professionals by any means. This is
all new.
All new to us. Our first time trying to podcast, and it's also, new equipment, so we're still working all that out. But those kinks will get worked out as we move along, and maybe by episode 200 we'll be solid. Just kidding. But definitely appreciated all the feedback we got, and those of you that listened, and even those of you that subscribed to it. That's awesome. For two just average dudes who like cars, it's pretty cool to put it to some recordings and just put it out there for people that may listen or may not. But either way, we think it's pretty cool. So appreciate all you guys, and I guess that's going to kind of wrap up this episode.
Well, I want to talk about the stickers.
Oh, well, excuse me. Actually, this is not going to wrap up the episode.
So we have the stickers. They're like, I measured them so I would remember. They're like 5.5 inches by like 6 3/4. They're huge sticker. It's me and Jason, his car, my truck, on the sticker. It's really cool sticker. We're selling those for $8 plus. If you need it shipped to you, then it'd be $1. Not per sticker, but if you wanted to get multiples, it's still going to be $1 for just sending it to you.
Yeah.
So $8 for a sticker, and if you want it shipped to you, it'd be an extra $1. And all of that money goes to towards the charity, towards the Humane Society. So none of that money is put in our pocket. We're not making any money off of it or anything like that. It's going straight to the charity. So if you guys are interested in those stickers, we don't have any kind of store or anything like that. You can buy it. Just send me a message or send M.A.B. A message on Facebook.
Yep.
And tell me how many stickers you want, or if you need it shipped to you, or just give it to you if you're local, and just see you at a show or see you somewhere and give it to you.
Now we've also got the smaller stickers that aren't as large, obviously.
Yeah, they're just smaller. They're more for like your car. I would say for your car, or maybe like your toolbox. I guess the bigger sticker could be for your toolbox.
Definitely, it's a toolbox sticker. It's big.
But it's a huge sticker. But we have like some other ones. I think they're like 5 inches by like 3 inches or something, 2.5 inches.
Yeah, and it just says M.A.B. Middle Aged Bros Promotions.
Yeah,
so
And if you want one of those, just see us at a show, and we'll give it to you.
Yeah, those are the free giveaway just to help promote some.
Help promote and you guys support us. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
just to reiterate on those big stickers, though, man, you're never going to see a cooler sticker. 2 studs on there like me and Nunu with our cars in cartoon form is the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. So
it is a freaking awesome
It is
sticker.
super cool, man. We worked with a guy to get those made and couldn't be any happier with those stickers. So, again, going to the charity, not to beat a dead horse, but we're not doing this for money like we said last time. So, if you want to get with us on Facebook, look up Middle Age Bros and send us a message, man. We'll get you a sticker shot out. And yeah,
I think that'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
For our second episode wrap up.
Yep. We appreciate you guys listening. Again, thanks for all the support and feedback. Feel free to shoot us a message or shoot us some more feedback, man. We love to hear it.
Absolutely.
And like last time we asked, and I think we could probably ask most episodes. If you got a really cool podcast you like, shoot it to us, man. Let us know. We'll give it a listen.
Yep.
We're always looking for cool podcasts to listen to. I like to listen to them when I'm driving around. Nunu does, in the shop and when he's driving around. So, if you know of one that's really cool or you started one, shoot it over to us, man. We'll check it out. We'll subscribe to you and give you a listen.
Yep.
So, anyways.
All right, guys. We'll see you, or I guess we'll talk to you next time.
Talk to them. Yep. See ya.